Wow.
What do you mean?
You have to wait and see.
I'm here, always.
But we're going to interview you.
I hate it.
Hard-hitting questions.
What hard-hitting question could there be for little
Just
me?
you wait.
Welcome to the Backpost Podcast, in partnership with RLGLA and powered by the 8-Bit Nation. And now, your hosts, Shade, Bacon, and the owner of the league, Pitch.
Hello, Rocket League people. Welcome back on this glorious Sunday, July 23rd. We know you've missed us. It's been a few weeks, but we're getting back into it. Season 3 is in the books, and we are gearing up for Season 4. But first, let's congratulate the winners of Season 3, the champs, Monterey White Sharks.
Boo!
Maybe they earned the Monterey. You know, maybe they're finally earning that.
I was gonna say it's pretty fitting that we've been making fun of their name all season and then winning in the end. So
they did a great job. Like, people slept on them a little bit, but that's because regular season they weren't scary.
Yeah, they were terrible regular season.
Yeah.
Middle of the road. They deserve to be slept on.
They woke up. They woke us all up.
Champions find a way to do it when it matters, and that's what they did. So big congrats to them.
Yeah, big ups to you boyos.
yeah, it was a fun season seeing two new teams there in the championship.
Yeah, that's a first for you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, great job to all the teams, especially the ones that made the playoffs. I mean, all those teams deserved to be there. They pushed hard. They had a good end of the season run, and we had some fun playoff matchups. So it was a good time.
I was very entertained throughout the playoffs. All matches and, our own, everybody's. Each time that we got the notification Twitch was live, I mean, it was a good series to watch. So very exciting, and I mean, yeah, it sets us up for great seasons to come.
Yeah, I definitely didn't get as much sleep as I wanted to with my work schedule and the games. So
Oh yeah.
I guess a few congrats in orders. Corbin, his first time making playoffs in his 3 seasons.
Good job, Corbin.
Good job.
Jay in the boosted Omaha getting the number 1 seed. Congrats on that. It was a good season.
Yeah.
I could have had the number 1 overall seed if I got boosted. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, but then we would have went 0-1 in the playoffs. So.
No, we would have won if we had the number 1 overall seed. We would have been able to beat Atlanta.
Oh,
come on,
man.
Oh, man. I would have made Koa depressed.
Oh God.
Just kidding. I love you, Koa. So, yeah. Anything else been happening with you boys these past couple weeks that we haven't done anything? I mean, we went to Boston. We didn't really talk about that.
Yeah, we met.
Yeah.
The Jay and Koa, who are in Nebraska, met us here in Ohio. Me, Koala, Shade, and then we, along with a couple other friends, caravan to Philly and met up with Mr. Pitch here.
Who took us for some Philly cheesesteaks, which were delicious.
And you saw the train station live.
We
saw the train. We heard the train.
Oh
my God, it was exciting. And for all those wondering, yes, Pitch is as beautiful as he is in pictures.
He is. He had his hair all nice for us.
Oh, shucks.
So.
It was a good first impression.
But it was funny.
Man.
Like, we went on a vacation, and like as we got there, what was the first thing we did? Sat in pitches and watched RLCS.
Yeah, it was Rocket League from the get-go there.
Watched some Rocket League, and then getting to go to dinner with Pitch and Jay and Koa, new homies. I mean, that was super cool.
It was super. Like, you're meeting new people. Like, we don't know each other like that. We never met each other in person. But like when Koa and Jay got there, I just walked outside and we talked to them like I've known them for a while now, which I have. But seeing people is different than being here in Discord.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Like me,
but it felt like I kind of knew you guys.
Yeah, there was like no awkward stage. It was actually pretty great.
Yeah, just kind of flowed into. Oh yeah, we know each other. Whatever.
Yeah,
so it was pretty cool.
And then then we all woke up super early.
Well, some of us did.
Well, yeah, we we went through an adventure with Koala, thinking that maybe he was dead.
I thought he was dead for sure.
But maybe we'll talk about that on a future episode if we can have him on and talk about his near-death metaphorical experience. But then we all headed out to Boston, which was great. We got there, shortly after the doors opened, but before games kicked off, and we were there for the Saturday and Sunday of games, and I mean that was exciting. Shade and I have been before. Pitch, your thoughts of actually being at the LAN?
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, everything like the setups, like the players walking out and like the intros, they like was literally giving me goosebumps. It was like a really cool experience.
It's definitely a different experience, and you get into it a lot more being there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like the intros especially, or like the players walking out. I mean, it was pretty cool to see live, and like the whole stadium like just erupts. You don't really hear that on a live stream.
Yeah, we made it on stream, which was kind of cool.
We did. Who snagged that screenshot and gave it to us?
I think Doggo did.
Yeah, I think Doggo saw
Big
it.
shout out to Doggo. Got us the picture. You can see all of us, and our friend Brian was with us, and Shade's brother Seth was with us.
They took in the city, though.
Yeah, so shout out to them. That's right, they weren't in the picture.
I skipped
dinner.
I skipped Saturday and most of Saturday. I think I got the last 2 games and the first game on Saturday.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it gets hot in the city of Boston in the middle of summer, and that wasn't fun when I walked 8 miles that day. That wasn't fun.
Yeah, you guys were all over the place.
That sucked.
Meanwhile, I sat on my ass, ate a soft pretzel, ate some nachos, drank some pop, and watched some Rocket League. But it was cool. I do want to, because we ended up having to roll out a little bit early on Sunday, just before the grand final started, right?
Our group did.
Yeah,
Pitch
our
and
group, yeah.
Jay and Koa got to stay and watch it all.
Yeah, we had to get back for, actual adult responsibilities the next day.
Sadly. Which we have told everybody, if you travel with us next time, you're taking that day after off so we can get home after the event is done.
Yeah, your drive was what, 12 hours? Ours was 5.
Yeah, ours was 12 hours. Yeah.
And it was like 5 p.m. at that point.
Which big props to Koala. He drove straight 12 hours after the event. Just drove us all the way home. Made it home in time for the guys who had to clock in to get a snack and get to work. So.
Fuck that. Koala did all 17 from Philly to Omaha. Like, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Koala definitely didn't do that. You said
he meant Koa.
Well,
I knew what he meant.
Koa did it? Okay.
Oh, did I say Koala?
You said Koala.
They both start with K-O-A, so.
Yeah, it works.
But 10 out of 10 recommend it. I mean, I know, we all talk shit about Rocket League and it's a silly game.
Yeah, it
but
sucks.
I mean, getting to go to something like this, especially if you're a sports fan, what Pitch said, the way that they do it, it draws elements from that. Being able to feel that presentation and that hype of being in the arena. As a sports fan, I appreciate it regardless of the content. It was
the
really
start
cool
of
to be
every
part of.
series. I legit got goosebumps each time. They did such a good job
They really did.
getting you hyped for each series, even if it wasn't like, oh yeah, this is going to be a good series. Like, it got you hyped.
Oh yeah, it did not matter the teams, right? It was just
No, it didn't.
Yeah, the way they set it up, like you were rooting for everyone. Like they built it up. The music drop was perfect with the fog machine going off. Like it was really good.
Yeah, sitting at home.
So good
like,
that
boring.
it was so good that when I got home, I had to work on some RLGLA stuff because our shit is boring compared to that.
Right.
Well, we got to get an RLGLA LAN going,
Yeah, right.
So hey, next LAN that's in the U.S. I imagine us 8-bit guys will for sure go. We need more people. We need to do a big meetup. So we'll have to start planning that as early as possible when we find out where it is and all that stuff.
Big time. Well, so guys, we it's not a whole lot to chit chat about, but we definitely wanted to get together here and talk about some things. I wanted each of you to give your dog of the season and player of the season to kind of culminate this season. It is the first season of us doing this podcast. We're going to keep it rolling, but let's finish off season 3 with those from you guys.
Pitch's Dog of the Week.
All right, well, dog of the season. I'm gonna have to go with my man Max. Even though he left me out there in Philly, he just absolutely ripped through competition this season. I mean, he's number one in multiple stats. Just in my opinion, just deserves to be there. I mean, goals, shots, demos took the role away from Shade.
Yeah, that was messed up, Max.
But my
Dang.
dude Max Anomaly, definitely missed him over here in Philly, taking on a managing role now. But dog of the season, I'm gonna go with my man Max.
Beautiful.
Well deserved.
And
Well deserved.
Shade, you got a player of the season for us?
Shade's Player of the Week.
No, that's a loaded thing, man. There's so many people that deserve to be talked about this season. Improvements or just like balling out. I will go with someone that showed up and shut us all up. I'm going to go with Log. All season we were kind of like iffy, like is he the guy and stuff, and he was just doing his thing, you know. Finally, he woke up and put everybody on blast and showed us why he is one of the top players in this league. So I'm going to give it to him.
You son of a bitch. I'm going to go ahead and do this drop.
Bacon's Player to Watch.
And yes, my player to actually watch out for this coming season was going to be Log. Log, I've talked my shit. You started out the season 3 not really being a good threes player at all. You had your games, but it didn't look right, and I think you can agree with that. But then, as Shade said, yeah, come the playoffs, you took the reins and you took over. But I want to see it throughout the season. You're going to be on the same team with T-Mac, and franchise tags are going away. So sometime in the future, you're not going to have T-Mac. I want to see why you're deserving of being the best, top 2, top 3, something like that. We rated you high. We rated you high. I want to see it in threes for a full season. So impress me, Log.
I think he can.
Oh, he will. He will. I have no doubt.
He is in a loaded division next season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just after a championship run, all eyes are on you. You know what I mean? So big expectations to live up.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, especially because 2/3 of that roster is still there.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I have no doubt that Log is going to prove all of that right and then some. I'd actually like to run some games with Log at some point. I don't think I've had the opportunity to really do so, at least in a while. So, yeah, I think you're right, Shade. He will deliver, but I'm still challenging him with it, and we'll see where we are at the end of next season.
For sure. So we heading in to talk about the divisions and next season and how everything like that's going to work. Is that what we're about to dive into here?
Maybe.
Talk about season 4 for a little bit.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I mean,
Season 4.
just taking a peek at our calendar so far. It is Sunday. Today is RLGLA All-Star Game Day. Kicking off our All-Star weekend was scouting scrims on Friday, Saturday, which great turnout. Everybody who's listening, everybody who's not listening. I mean, it was absolutely crazy. The first day, I think we had like 35 to 40 people in that voice channel.
It was crazy.
It was absurd, but I really appreciate the turnout. I really appreciate people, caring so much as to do these scouting scrims so they can get their name out, you new players especially. So, yeah, fun times. And then, yeah, like I said, today's All-Star game, Team Mac versus Team Corbin. Should be a good one. Best of 7 series.
Best of 7.
Best of 7. Shade's in that game.
I am.
Shade made the All-Star roster, baby.
I'm so popular.
Yeah, you are popular.
It looked to be it was a pretty decent vote spread, right?
It was.
Um, yeah, there were numerous people kind of with the same amount of votes. So I know there definitely was some surprise to it, but I mean, you get people out there to vote that are in the league. It is what it is. It doesn't take a whole lot of votes, but I think the people in the game are well deserving of it. Um, they've kept the season going. They've been active all season. So yeah, today's All Star game should be phenomenal.
Should be a couple. So I have on the schedule. I'm releasing season awards one day at a time. So tomorrow on Monday will be Offensive Player of the Year. Tuesday will be Defensive Player of the Year. Wednesday, Third Man of the Year, and then on Thursday I'm gonna do MVP as well as Manager of the Year.
Dope.
And Assistant Manager of the Year too.
I'm really intrigued who's going to win that one.
It's up to it's
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 a
pretty close.
nail biter.
It is a nail biter.
Yeah.
But moving on from there, next weekend, Friday, Saturday, again, we're going to do some scouting scrims, and those are going to be important ones because you will be fresh in managers' minds for the draft on Sunday.
Let's go.
So excited. We have so many players.
So many new teams.
Yeah, so much that we had to add 4 new teams.
Oh, man.
Didn't expect to expand this season. I got to tell you.
Yeah,
Pretty exciting that we did, though.
yeah. We were talking about it the night before. Just a few of us in the 8-bit BC, and I mean it's just an overwhelming number of players to have to pick from, right? The sheer volume that was going to be in free agency, it got to sound like it was a little too much, and then boom, through some conversations, here we are, and one new manager, Mr. Shade. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm so happy.
You
Finally did it.
should be happy.
I'm such a happy guy about it.
You want to? What team name did you go with?
We are the Jacksonville Kraken, and people seem to really love the logo. So, big shout out to Boomer who worked closely with me. I gave him a couple that I worked on that were not up to par because I just didn't have the time to do it, and he took my ideas and did it perfectly. So,
Big fan of the logo.
Absolutely. Pitch, you want to tell us about some of the other new teams and restructuring that kind of happened?
Yeah, absolutely. So with the new teams, I mean, kind of ridiculous to try to get into a geological or geographical. There you go.
Geographical. Yeah.
Geographical. I think I put geological in the announcement.
Oh.
But division names. So we're kind of doing a theme for the season for our graphics and stuff. It's kind of like a street racing graffiti type. So kind of base the names around them. We have Drift Division, Speed Division, Burnout, and Nitro divisions. So kind of the restructuring of this. We have New York Knights, Omaha Cyclones, Palm Beach, Memphis Mafia is back in action, and Chicago Lions all in that Drift division. Heading down to the next one in the Speed division, we have new team Jacksonville Kraken, Shade.
let's go.
Death Valley Reapers, the
Boo.
Rutland Rangers in that one.
Boo.
Season 3 Grand Champions, Monterey White Sharks.
Boo. How'd they get Grand Champion?
And Bacon's team and Columbus Legends.
Trash team. Never wanted to be on it.
3 8-bit teams all in that.
Yeah, your little wheel couldn't give us Galaxy or Ottawa or Palm Beach, my guy. Come on.
Would have been great.
We need all of us in there.
And the... Oh, go ahead.
Let 8-bit eat itself, you know?
Yeah, true. Sure the rest of the league would love to see that. But in the other ones, Burnout Division, we have priorly known as the Atlanta Stallions, now the Honolulu Sea Riders.
Gonna be an interesting logo there. Can't wait to see what Boomer does with it.
Yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Houston Galaxy is up in there. Austin RLC and Smurfy's team used to be the Houston Hayes. Phoenix Scorchers used to be Dallas D2. And Philadelphia Dragons, my old team.
Now purple.
And our last and final division, the Nitro division, we have the new team Ottawa Orcas, Max's team. Waffle's new team in Atlantic City Aces. Used to be the San Francisco Bandits. We have the High Rollers, the Colorado Mavericks, which used to be the Convicts. And last new team, YJ, picked the Fayetteville Toxic Rams.
Very
So,
nice.
20 teams, 10 games a week.
Oh man, and you just announced something for the playoffs for season 4, right?
Yeah, playoffs. We're gonna try a little new style. This might be a one and done, but we'll see how it goes. But it's gonna be a Swiss style. I know it's people who watch RLCS. They've done it a couple times. But basically, if you don't know how it works, basically all there's 20 teams in the league, but 16 of them will get an opportunity to compete. So it'll be 8 games at first, and basically the whole idea of it is 3 wins, you move on to the single limb bracket. 3 losses, you're out. So all the games will be best of 5 in the Swiss part of it, and then the bracket will be best of 7. If you guys are confused, check out the announcements. There's a example that I made and put in there that you could download PDF style, and or reach out, ask questions if you have to.
Yeah, from what I've seen, people seem to be into the idea. So
yeah, we've had a suggestion about it before. I forget who put it in there, but yeah,
it was Bacon.
Oh, okay. Well, perfect then.
Well, Swiss, it gives you time to kind of get your feet warm, but that pressure will seep up real quick. You want to win 3, and you'll have 5 chances to do so. Once you lose 3 series, you're out. That's kind of how it works. But the first 3 rounds are going to be 8 games each. So a lot of Rocket League. So if you're not already following the B channel, definitely be looking out for that, because I would be willing to bet a fair amount of channel points that both of those channels will be busy come that time at the end of next season.
Even end season, 10 games going on now.
10 games.
It's true.
If the Swiss ones, I mean, we probably plan to do. So the first round will be 8 games. I mean, you get a week for that. Then the next round will be 8 games as well, so on and so forth. It'll probably be a 3 to 4, maybe 5-week playoff. So we'll make sure we can get some time in, because I know it is a lot.
Absolutely. Shade.
Yeah.
We have an interview.
Oh, I didn't see that on the docket.
Well, you did. You just skipped over it. You didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I didn't see it.
Let's get into it. Here's the drop.
Sit back and enjoy our exclusive interview segment, where we chat with top players and coaches to gain insights into their strategies and experiences in the competitive world of Rocket League.
All right, Shade. It's time for us to...
Who are we interviewing?
We're interviewing Shade.
You're on the hot seat.
Oh, man.
Shade.
All right, what's up? I don't know what your
I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know what's happening here. So
I know.
I don't like it.
Shade,
We're supposed to interview other people. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm interviewing you.
Okay.
We're about
I'm interviewing you.
How's it feel to be popular?
It feels really nice to know that people like me, even though I jokingly become toxic constantly at people. I would think a lot more people would be like, "No, that guy's mean." So appreciate you guys. Love you all.
What's Bacon got for you?
Who you taking with the first overall pick, Shade?
Oh God, great question.
So I've been thinking about this a lot, and so I've contacted a few people, and so there might be something else in the works, maybe, depending on the people I've talked to. But as of right now, I do have my selection if I am there.
You're not going to grace us
No
with
leaks?
any sneak peek here.
No leaks?
Well, I don't know if Bacon's mom wants it out yet.
That's confusing.
I'm taking your mom. Gotcha. No, I can't give you guys who I'm taking.
Wow.
That's fair.
You know, who's going to tune in for the first pick overall if, they know it's this person? A lot of people are assuming who I'm going to take.
I mean, there is a safe assumption out there. So,
Yeah.
these
Frosty.
Exactly.
these people aren't foolish for assuming so. But no, having talked to you a bit, I know there's some things to think about. You're considering all angles. You're doing it right. Looking at all of the new people coming in, just making sure that you're not missing anything. So, kudos to you there. Shade, we're about to spend a season not together.
Yeah, and I blame you for that.
That's sad.
Well, see, you yelled at me for not offering you the one spot.
That was a joke. I was joking. I wrote it in my journal later that night.
Well, then you got offered this spot, and you took it. So not my fault, but no, yeah.
I thought you didn't have anybody else. So I was like, I guess I have to.
Yeah, well.
And then I take it, and I get a bunch of people telling me, "Oh, I would have taken that." Oh, well, too late now, I guess.
Right.
Well, it's great. It's great that not even a week ago, Shade wasn't even thinking about being a manager, and now he's blessed with the hard decision of the first overall pick.
Well, the crazy part about being first overall, as awesome as that is, and being able to have your selection of all these top players that all have their reasons to be in the top there and that are great at this game. Your second pick, that's a rough wait.
That is a rough wait. It's what 36
Yeah,
spots.
I'm sitting here, I'm
until
like,
the next one?
so basically, because everyone knows, like, I'm not amazing at this game by any means, but I have fun playing it with everybody, and so I see myself as I'm taking my first guy here. Basically, I'm taking myself as my 2, and then come that 20th pick in the second round, that's my third pick that I need to find. I need to find someone who can either be my bacon I'm used to, or me have to step up to play the bacon role and find someone that can take over my role that I'm used to on the team, So it's interesting being able to watch these streams and see who's doing what. And I've got some awesome friends over here in 8-Bit who have helped me, because they know as much as I watch these games, I'm not as hardcore as some of these managers and about Rocket League. So they're helping me out. They're telling me, hey, take a look at this guy with that pick, he might work out for what you're looking for. So
Absolutely. No, and yeah, I mean, getting to play with you for 2 seasons. Honestly, when we joined RLGLA, I didn't think that would be the case. I didn't think I would end up getting paired with Shade for the reasons he just said. He's not the hardcore one about it. Coming in, Koala was my 2s guy, and Boomer's always on the game. So I really thought if I was going to get paired with anybody, it'd be one of them. But then I got paired with Shade, and really, yeah, he's the best complement to the way I play. And then what's different though now, when I brought you on Columbus, I expected that to be the same thing, but it really wasn't. You kind of started to fuse into the role I played.
which honestly, if I'm honest about it, might have been a little bit of our downfall.
Absolutely. It affected some of the way Max was able to play, and it affected each of us. So I think this is perfect. You kind of getting to set out on your own and build it the way you want. You know enough of the players well enough to make informed decisions on building a roster. So I'm excited to see what you put around yourself, and then when it comes to game time, gonna have to beat that ass, or I'll take it on the chin and admit defeat. It is what it is. But
I mean, if there's anybody I know how to play defense against,
that's very true. Yeah,
it's my boy.
This is
and
true.
I got you, and I got the koala that I can play defense against.
Oh, yeah.
And Leaky's week 1 Jacksonville versus Columbus. Baby.
Yeah, he did that. I know.
Yeah, I know he did that. I saw it last night. I was like, you mother.
That's fine. No, you go ahead and tell him game of the week.
Well,
so
yeah, he kind of sandwiched me. He gave me you guys at the top, and
then
got the Reapers at the end.
Finish off with Koala.
That's fine. I get Shade week 1 and Anomaly week 2. So it's great times. But all of that aside, I mean, listen, Bard's going off to be a manager too. All 3 of my dudes going off to be managers. I couldn't be more proud of them guys. And if it ain't me, hey,
thank you, Mama Bird.
Legends forever, baby. Let's go get them. I'm definitely gonna stay a fan, and I look forward to seeing what y'all can do. So,
What is that?
pitches
Was what?
jerking it.
What was that?
What happened?
It sounded like you just went.
Oh. I think it's the arm my leather chair on my
Okay.
desk.
Like I literally pictured you grabbing like a rubber chicken and just like stretching.
That's what I thought you did. Yeah. That was
Like the
great.
songs with the bed beat. Eat or.
Yes, but it was faster, so it actually sounded like you were trying to produce something.
So
Small strokes.
before we end the interview, I have some questions.
Okay.
Mainly for Pitch, because this is your first season not being a manager, right?
It sure is.
So, what are you looking forward to? Like, is there a manager you're looking at? Like, I hope that guy comes and grabs me, or
No, honestly, I was thinking about this. Every single guy and girl who's managing this season, I've took a look at all of them. Like, who would I really hate playing with? It was none of them. Actually, like, it really would not matter to me. It's just, who would actually want me,
we are kind of blessed. There's a lot of cool guys who are managing, and now YJ's managing as well. So
Yeah, and it's awesome because the last couple seasons, a lot of the guys weren't really on top of it. But I could see all these people, all of them are pretty involved. They all know what goes into each players and how, to produce a team. So I think that's going to be a good thing for season 4.
Maybe
Definitely
as long as Smurfy's still on top of it. Smurfy, I know you're listening. Don't think I'm not going to come after you in season 4 if you start trying to FF again.
Yeah, damn right.
So
I mean, if you do, just do it against me. I'll take it.
it's all love, but
Boost.
yeah, I agree. I think we got a ton of good managers. I look forward to working with them, getting these games in. It's exciting.
Exciting.
So, Shay, do you have any more questions for us?
Yeah, who are you looking to get at your pick, guy? You gotta wait a little bit, but is there any twinkle in your eye for a guy?
He simply can't say that.
It varies
he
varies
can.
by the day.
He can.
I'll talk about it. I mean, that's, I had the opportunity to actually play in a few games in a couple of the different scouting scrims. Wanted to see.
You don't have to tell us like who it is. I'm just wondering if you have people in mind that you're like, ooh, yeah, hopefully they fall.
Yeah. I hope Jay falls. Let's start there. Sorry, Jay. I know you'll be pissed if you do.
I can tell you from the number 1 overall, he might.
But I mean, there's new people. I got to play with Red Guy and Patty. They're new guys for the season.
Hey, they beat us in the 2s tournament.
Yeah, they're the ones that beat us in the 2s tournament. I got to play with them in 3s against Matizu and Frighten, and I forget who their third was, but I mean that was cool. Got to play with a couple other new guys. Got to play some games with Wolf. It's not somebody I've played with a lot. So I'm excited to maybe get to play with some people that I don't get to play with a whole lot, because I can always play with Shade. I can text Shade as long as he's home. He's gonna hop on and play with me. Same with Koala and Boomer, Pitch. But I've kept it kind of singular. I've always had Anomaly around. Jay, once we got him on the team, last season, he's always around. So it's always these same guys, Bard. But kind of getting to feel out some different people, see some different play styles. I'm hoping to kind of relearn some things about the way I play. So,
it's true. Rumor is you've fallen off.
Yeah, I'm completely washed.
And this upcoming season, you don't even have a choice, really, probably. I mean, most of them guys are managing now, or probably will be gone by the time your draft pick is up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
And I'm excited for that. My son.
And you're drafting what, 20th?
No.
Overall?
Wait. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I got the
third pick in the second round.
Yeah, third pick in the second, and then I have another second. So I'll start to fill out the roster there. And,
yeah, 214.
Yeah. But I am excited. My son, Frosty, or Mini Bacon in game. He's been doing well in the scouting scrims. I'm excited to see where he goes.
He's been killing it. Like, so much I might have to adjust my ratings for him.
So it's just I'm just excited. I'm excited to be a part of the whole process. My team, everybody's team, the league, just ready to get it going. One more week.
Yeah.
Good interview.
2-week break.
Has it really been a break though? Like I've been on the
I
computer
mean,
just as much, really,
yeah, I mean,
dealing with this stuff. So
especially us, in the committee. I mean, we're working 24/7 for this pretty much.
Yeah.
there's always
But yeah,
something going on.
the other day, or when we decided to expand, Bacon's like, "All right, productive day at work. No pitch shed. We're expanding. Let's go full blast. We got to do a million things."
Yeah, no shit, man. We announced one thing, and Boomer and T Mac offered their input. DK was in there. Next thing we know, we had 200 messages in committee chat.
Yeah, those are my favorite times.
But I mean, it was like there were some productive things that came out of there that we're going to work on for season 5. So, just questions that were brought up that it's a little late to change now, but things that we're going to do down the road. So, yeah, the committee thing, it's an everyday task. It's awesome.
Yeah, the rest of you guys sit back, enjoy the ride.
Absolutely. To kind of wrap this one up, Shade, I want to congratulate you. You won the playoffs for our picks.
I what?
Yeah.
I did.
You won the playoffs.
Let's go. I'm him.
Yeah. So none of us, predicted what the final was really going to be. We didn't have Monterey getting there, but which means we probably wouldn't have had Monterey winning it. But being that Shade was a game up going into that, he won the playoffs. So fantastic job. Looking forward to, because we didn't get week 1 in this past go. So yeah, we're going to hit the ground running with that, and a whole new season of picks and new guests getting in there making picks.
Oh man.
Yeah, man, because we started late this season, right?
Just a little, yeah. But if you want to be a guest on, an upcoming episode in season 4, be sure to hit one of us up.
We're gonna stick to mainly interviews, I believe, right? Is that what we decided on?
Yes, unless there's
Yeah.
something special, the majority of the podcast really just kind of needs to be us 3. But interviews, we want it to be a little bit more direct. Really give you an opportunity to talk about what's going on. And us to ask you pointed questions instead of expecting you to tell us what happened in the Honolulu Houston Galaxy game. So, yeah. So I'm excited for all that.
You know what I'm excited about?
What?
Gonna be able to call Galaxy Houston and nobody be confused.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Yes.
I changed my file name to Houston.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice. We don't have any double city teams, so
Still the
That'll
Battle
be-
of Texas though. There, Houston and Austin.
still the Battle of Texas, but at least now we got Austin and we got Houston, so
Big time.
that's nice.
No more Dallas either. Rip.
They
Well,
lost the battle.
Galaxy ran them right out. So,
Good times. Well, this first season of the Backpost podcast has been fun to do with you guys. I appreciate you guys putting in the time and efforts that you do. It's been a ride, and
Yeah,
everyone for
absolutely.
listening. It's
Yeah,
been
good
nice to
turn-
talk to people about.
Good turnout for the podcast this season too, especially being brand new.
Yeah, we'll all get better at it, obviously.
And yeah, I mean, honestly, since we haven't put out an episode since majority of the new people joined, so now we're gonna have hopefully a ton more people interested.
absolutely. I know you guys don't really get to see the stats, but I think when all's said and done, between YouTube, Spotify, and Apple, we'll finish somewhere between 50 and 60 listeners per episode.
Not too shabby.
Big shout
Absolutely.
out to you guys that listen to every week. And that's, we look to keep growing. If you've got any suggestions of what things we can do differently or other things you want to see for season 4, let us know that as well. And that's all I got, boys.
Yeah. Also, just stay tuned for the draft. It's gonna be we're gonna try to make it a little more official, like a show. So keep you guys pretty entertained. We got these two guys on the desk. We're gonna get Bard up in there. Doggo,
Let's go.
Wolf Slim, 2 goated casters. think that's it for now. But maybe some
It'll be a good
guests,
time.
pop up in there, talk about some stuff. But yeah,
Absolutely.
should be a good one.
Yeah. I'll definitely have plenty of time to talk in between my picks. So it'll be a good time. Thank everyone for listening to this episode. Stay tuned for that draft special. That'll be great. And then the podcast will start again for season 4.
Bye.
Hey guys.
Shade wants to add them to the soundboard. Also, any other snippets you think that Shade could play with? LOL.